The West Philippine Sea, a vast expanse of ocean that holds within it a myriad of stories, conflicts and dreams. A body of water teeming with life and economic potential. Beneath its waves, a rich tapestry of marine biodiversity thrives. From vibrant coral reefs to schools of fish that sustain local communities, but it is also a sea of contention. Ships from various nations crisscross its waters, each with their own interests and agendas, creating a complex web of geopolitical tension. At the heart of this struggle lies China. With its growing military presence, Beijing has become a central figure in the unfolding drama. Beijing's ambition to control this vital waterway. Through the construction and expansion of artificial islands, China aims to solidify its claims and extend its reach. This is about more than just territory. It's a high-stakes game involving diplomacy, international relations, and the balance of power in the region. It's about power, resources, and global dominance. The West Philippine Sea is rich in natural resources, including vast reserves of oil and natural gas, making it a coveted prize for any nation. China's claims are vast and assertive. They encompass almost the entire sea, overlapping with the territorial waters of several other countries. They have built artificial islands, militarized reefs, and harassed neighboring nations. These actions have not only escalated tensions, but also disrupted the lives of local fishermen and communities. This is a blatant disregard for international law and a threat to the entire region. The international community has repeatedly called for restraint and adherence to maritime laws, but the disputes continue to simmer. The world must understand the stakes. The outcome of this conflict will shape the future of international maritime law and the geopolitical landscape of Southeast Asia. This is not just a regional dispute, it's a global flashpoint. The West Philippine Sea has become a symbol of the broader struggle for power and influence in the 21st century, drawing the attention and involvement of global powers. China's interest in the West Philippine Sea is not new. This vast expanse of water has been a focal point of their strategic ambitions for centuries. For centuries, they have viewed this area as their own, tracing their claims back to ancient maps and historical records. But in recent decades, their actions have become increasingly aggressive. The confrontations with neighboring countries have escalated, leading to heightened tensions in the region. Why? The answer is simple. It's not just about historical claims or national pride. Control of the West Philippine Sea offers China a strategic prize. By establishing a military presence on artificial islands, they can project power far beyond their shores. This sea is not just a source of fish and oil, it's a maritime superhighway. The West Philippine Sea is a crucial artery for global trade. Over $3 trillion in trade passes through these waters every year. The sheer volume of goods that transit this route underscores its importance. China wants to control this flow of goods. By dominating these waters, they can influence global trade routes and secure their economic interests. Imagine the leverage they would wield. Control over such a vital trade route would give China unprecedented power in international trade negotiations. Picture the economic and political pressure they could exert. Nations dependent on this trade route would have to navigate China's influence carefully. This is about reshaping the global order. China's actions in the West Philippine Sea are not just regional maneuvers. They are part of a broader strategy to assert their dominance on the world stage. The international community is watching closely. Naval exercises and diplomatic efforts are ongoing to counterbalance China's growing influence. Experts in maritime law and international relations weigh in on the implications. The stakes are high and the outcomes could reshape global alliances and power structures. Meanwhile, local communities in the Philippines and other neighboring countries are caught in the crossfire. Their livelihoods and security are directly impacted by these geopolitical struggles. The West Philippine Sea is more than just water. It's a battleground for power, influence, and control in the 21st century. The world watches as the tides of history continue to shape this critical region. China's ambitions go beyond mere control of shipping lanes. They have a far bolder plan to build a city in the West Philippine Sea. This would be no ordinary metropolis. It would be a strategic outpost, a hub of military and economic power. Imagine a sprawling urban center bristling with weapons systems. Picture a hive of economic activity dominating regional trade. This is China's vision, a city that would cement their dominance over the South China Sea, a city that would project their power across the globe. The economic implications of China's actions are staggering. Control over the West Philippine Sea would give them a stranglehold on global trade. They could disrupt supply chains at will. Imagine the chaos this would unleash. Essential goods would be delayed or blocked entirely. Prices would skyrocket. The global economy would grind to a halt. This is not hyperbole. It is the very real danger posed by China's actions. The world cannot afford to ignore this threat. Section 5. Military might projecting power. China's military buildup in the West Philippine Sea is impossible to ignore. Over the past decade, China has significantly increased its military presence in this strategically vital region. They have constructed military bases on artificial islands, transforming once barren reefs into formidable fortresses. These installations are equipped with runways, radar systems, and missile launchers, making them capable of supporting a wide range of military operations. They have deployed warships and fighter jets, ensuring a constant and powerful presence. These warships patrol the waters while fighter jets conduct regular sorties, showcasing their advanced capabilities and readiness to respond to any perceived threat. Their message is clear. This is our territory and we will defend it. Through these actions, China is asserting its claims over the disputed waters, sending a strong signal to neighboring countries and the international community. This display of military might is meant to intimidate. The sheer scale and sophistication of their military assets are designed to deter any opposition and to demonstrate their dominance in the region. It is a warning to the Philippines and other regional powers. By showcasing their military strength, China is making it clear that any challenge to their claims will be met with formidable force. But it is also a projection of power on a global scale. China's actions in the West Philippine Sea are not just about regional dominance. They are about establishing themselves as a major global military power. China is flexing its muscles, signaling its arrival as a dominant military force. This is a strategic move to reshape the balance of power, not just in Asia but across the world. Their growing military capabilities are a testament to their ambitions and their readiness to assert their influence on the global stage. Section 6. The Philippine response standing firm. In the face of China's aggression, the Philippines has shown remarkable resolve. They have refused to back down from their rightful claims. They have challenged China's actions in international courts, and they have sought to strengthen their military capabilities. Despite facing a far larger and more powerful adversary, the Philippines has stood firm. They understand what is at stake. It is about their sovereignty. It is about their economic survival. It is about the future of their nation. Section 7. Allies in action, a united front. The Philippines is not alone in this fight. Key allies like the United States, Japan, and Australia have voiced their support. They have conducted joint naval exercises in the region. They have provided the Philippines with military aid and training. This united front sends a strong message to China. It shows that the world is watching. It demonstrates that aggression will not be tolerated. The Philippines and its allies are determined to maintain peace and stability in the region. Section 8. The global stage, a test of resolve. The situation in the West Philippine Sea is not just a regional issue, it is a test of the global order. If China is allowed to get away with its actions, it will set a dangerous precedent. Other nations may be emboldened to make similar claims. The world must stand up to China's aggression. International law must be upheld. Freedom of navigation must be protected. The stakes are simply too high to allow China to rewrite the rules of the international system. Section 9. The specter of conflict, a dangerous game. The potential for conflict in the West Philippine Sea is very real. A miscalculation or an accident could easily spiral out of control. The consequences of such a conflict would be devastating. The world cannot afford a war in the South China Sea. It is a nuclear-armed region. The economic impact would be felt globally. The risk of such a conflict must be avoided at all costs. Section 10. Staying informed, staying vigilant. Knowledge is power. The situation in the West Philippine Sea is complex and constantly evolving. It is essential to stay informed about the latest developments, read widely, follow reputable news sources, engage in thoughtful discussion. Knowledge is power. By understanding the issues at stake, we can better hold our leaders accountable. We can demand that they take action to protect our interests. We can make our voices heard. Section 11. Conclusion. Mind matters where knowledge truly matters. The situation in the West Philippine Sea is a stark reminder of the importance of geopolitics. It highlights the interconnectedness of our world, and it underscores the need for vigilance and informed action. In Mind Matters, where knowledge truly matters, we must remain aware of the challenges facing our world. We must be prepared to meet them head-on. The future of the West Philippine Sea, and indeed the world, may depend on it.